Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we decode the secrets hidden in plain sight within corporate filings. Today we're diving into Nocera Inc.'s latest report and, let's just say, hiring a new CEO and Asia Director comes with some pretty eye-opening details about their compensation and future plans. Get ready because this isn't your average fluff piece. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you appreciate getting these kinds of insights directly from the source, make sure you're subscribed. And if you want to join a community of like-minded investors and analysts, our Discord server link is in the description below. Alright, so what exactly is this document? It's a current report on Form 8K. Think of it as a way for companies to tell the public about important things happening right now, things that could affect their stock price. Nocera Inc., which you might know by its ticker symbol NCRA on the Nasdaq, is reporting some key personnel changes. This report is dated September 2nd, 2025. This filing is all about Nocera Inc. They're incorporated in Nevada, but their principal executive offices are actually located in Taiwan. It seems like they're building a global team. Now let's talk about where their stock is traded. Nocera's common stock is listed on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. This is important because it means they're publicly traded and these filings are our way of peeking behind the curtain. It's worth noting that Nocera identifies as an emerging growth company. This means they get to follow some slightly different, often more relaxed reporting rules compared to big established companies. They've also elected not to use the extended transition period for new financial accounting standards, which suggests they might be aiming for a more current financial reporting posture. The main event here is happening under item 502 of the report. This section deals with changes in leadership and compensation. On September 2nd, 2025, Nocera officially signed employment agreements with two key individuals, Mr. Andy Jin and Mr. Andrew Tang. Mr. Andy Jin is stepping in as the new Chief Executive Officer or CEO. That's a pretty big role, the top job in the company. He'll be leading the whole operation. And Mr. Andrew Tang is taking on the position of Asia Director. Given that their main executive offices are in Taiwan, this role is likely crucial for managing their operations in that region. Now let's get to the juicy part, the compensation. Both Mr. Jin and Mr. Tang are getting some pretty sweet deals. Their agreements are for an initial term of 2 years. They'll both receive an annual base salary of $240,000. But that's not all. On top of that, they're each being granted 600,000 shares of the company's common stock. And here's the kicker, these shares are fully vested from the get-go. That means they own them immediately, without having to wait for any time to pass or performance goals to be met. These shares are part of the company's 2018 equity incentive plan, and of course they have to follow all the rules and laws about selling them. But wait, there's more. The agreements have performance-based incentives built in. If any of 4 specific things happen, their base salaries will jump significantly from $240,000 a year to a whopping $600,000 a year, starting from the time one of these events occurs. What are these trigger events? First, if the company completes an acquisition. Second, if they raise $15 million or more in new capital, like through selling more stock or other financing. Third, if they get at least $5 million from people exercising their Class B warrants. Warrants are essentially options to buy stock at a certain price. And fourth, if their stock price hits $2 or more on the Nasdaq for 5 days in a row. These are clear financial and performance targets that, if met, will significantly boost the pay for these two executives. It shows the company is setting ambitious goals and is willing to reward its top leaders when they achieve them. Additionally, both executives are eligible for discretionary bonuses, meaning the company can choose to give them extra money based on performance, and they can participate in the company's regular benefit programs like health insurance and retirement plans. Like most executive employment agreements, these also contain standard clauses. These include things like keeping company information confidential, assigning any new ideas or inventions they come up with to the company, agreeing not to poach employees or customers after they leave, and not saying bad things about the company. There are also provisions about how their employment can be terminated, including by the company for cause, which usually means serious misconduct. Finally, the report lists the exhibits attached. These are the actual legal documents. Exhibit 10.1 is the employment agreement between Nocera Inc. and Andy Jin, dated September 10th, 2025. And Exhibit 10.2 is the employment agreement between Nocera Inc. and Andrew Tang, also dated September 2, 2025. And then there's Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file. This is basically a digital tag file for the report itself required for electronic filing. The report is signed by Andy Chingan-jin in his new capacity as Chief Executive Officer, dated September 3rd, 2025, just one day after the agreements were made. Now, looking at these developments for Nocera Inc., it's clear they're making a significant investment in new leadership. The fact that both the CEO and Asia Director are receiving a large chunk of company stock right away, and that their salaries can nearly triple based on fairly achievable financial milestones, tells us a few things. Firstly, they want to incentivize aggressive growth and significant fundraising or stock performance. Secondly, the substantial stock grant suggests the company believes its current stock price is undervalued or has strong potential to increase, making these grants a valuable long-term reward. For investors, this is a signal to watch closely for those milestones. Achieving them would not only mean better performance for the company, but also a significant payday for its top executives. And likely a boost for the stock price is undervalued or has strong potential to increase, making these grants a valuable long-term reward. For investors, this is a signal to watch closely for those milestones. Achieving them would not only mean better performance for the company, but also a significant payday for its top executives, and likely the risks here are always present with emerging companies. If Nocera fails to hit those ambitious targets, the leadership might face pressure. Also, the concentration of stock ownership among key executives could be a point of interest for other shareholders. However, the clear performance metrics tied to compensation offer a straightforward way to gauge the company's progress. It's not just about leading the company, it's about delivering tangible financial results. In conclusion, Nocera Inc. is gearing up for what it hopes will be a period of significant growth and capital infusion, and they've put their new top leaders on a compensation plan that directly aligns their rewards with achieving these ambitious goals. Whether they can deliver on these promises remains to be seen, but the structure of these deals suggests a strong focus on execution and tangible outcomes. Alright, that's our breakdown of Nocera's latest filing. What's your take on these leadership changes and their compensation structure? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate insights. And as always, check out our Discord community in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.